Is Chapter 3 coming back? Some of you might have seen that in the new Fortnite update that the Chapter 3 Season 4 map was added back to the game files. And in the Wasteland, there is the Cuddle Team leader head from Rave Cave. Now this makes no sense as next season is Chapter 2 OG with the leaked roadmap. So it's not next season. So why is it in the game files? Was it an accident? Did an Epic employee screw up? Before I explain what I think is a good possibility, make sure to subscribe as I'm trying to reach 1000 subscribers. Also, I have a Discord link in description. We would love to welcome you there. Anyways, back to the video. Now what if, hear me out, Chapter 6 is going to be a continuation of Chapter 3? And what if every few years we finish off the chapter fully? What if instead of a new map for Chapter 6, we continue with Chapter 3's map and wrap up Donald Mustard's storyline? The files for the Herald were added back to the game files. Now this isn't a coincidence, as why would Epic need the voice lines for the Herald anyway? Unless, in the event this season we go back in time to undo the Fracture event, to prevent Doom from destroying the island. Yes, you heard that right, I don't think we have seen the last of Doom. When we defeated Doom, Doom said this. Now, the writers wouldn't use this for no reason, and they might want to trick us into believing Doom is gone, but I don't think that's the case. Now, Doom is a scientific genius. He has an IQ of 198. That's a higher IQ than Stephen Hawking and Einstein's IQ. Why is this relevant? Well, Doom is a genius, okay? He made himself a cloak that made him invisible, and he made himself 100 feet tall. Now, what's something Doom would do? Make a machine that lets him travel through realities, kinda like the 0 Point. Doom will appear back to our reality from his own reality, 616, and Doom will destroy half of the island. The 0 Point will be exposed and cracked, similar to how it was in Chapter 2 Season 5, and the 0 Point will start glitching and will send us back to Chapter 3 Season 4. When arriving on the Chapter 3 map, Hope will be confused as she doesn't know this place. Jonesy will realise this is one of the older islands, and will realise that we are back in time. Now remember the Loop Breaker project that was mentioned?
I know it's hard to understand what it means to keep fighting, especially when we won't win. Ask Jones about the Loop Breaker project.
It will be revealed that it was stored in the Foundation statue this entire time, and Jonesy will use the Loop Breaker project as a last resort to go back to Chapter 5. The present. This will confuse the 0 Point, and because Chapter 5 is an alternative to Chapter 2, we will be back on the Chapter 2 map, sending us to Chapter 2 OG. Chapter 2 OG's storyline will be about Jones and Hope trying to get the help of the Seven to undo the Fracture event. Now remember Kado Fawn, he will go back in time during Chapter 2 Season 3. Remember when there was vaults, by the way, that you could get Chapter 2 weapons from? Good times. Now this will be relevant later, but firstly, Jonesy will remember this and tell the Seven. They will be suspicious of Jonesy and Hope, and question if they are really from the future. The two prove it and get the help off the Seven. Now remember Midas? Midas will interfere with this plan, as he wants to break the loop. The events of the Flood and the Device event will be the same as it was, and Midas will fail. I believe this as Chapter 2 Season 3 is on the roadmap, and this season only happened because of the device failing. Now, back to Kado Fawn. Jonesy will successfully get the time machine off Kado Fawn, and will time travel back to the Fracture event. This time, with the help of the Seven, Hope and the Oracle. The scientists will find a way to counter the Crow, and during this event we will have to fight the Herald. Once the Herald is defeated, the gang will one by one use the time machine to go back to the present. Now, because the map never exploded and Chapter 4 never happened, this would be a great opportunity to fix the loopholes from Chapter 4. Like the Shapeless Man and the 2 seasons we got of barely any storyline. Anyway, the gang returned back to 2024, and we end up on a restored Chapter 3 map with loads of new POIs. And a new faction that has something to do with superheroes has been protecting the island while the 7 were gone, and the new societies would have formed on the Chapter 3 map. This makes sense as the League Survey skins have superhero skins, so this will definitely be a future season theme. Anyway, this video was just for entertainment, and don't take any of this literal. This is not happening, and hopefully I'll get one thing right. But that's all for now. Watch this video on screen and subscribe for more content like this. That's all for now. See ya.